What's good, y'all? I am back. Real quick. Summer Madness, Urltv's.tv. Submit it. Summer Madness 15. This Sunday in London. I'm going to give my predictions on what I think will happen. A lot of dope matchups. We're coming off the tail end of Takeover Battle Leagues, Bulletproof event with Murder Mook battling versus Hitman Holla. And now it's Summer Madness. Summer Madness, the Super Bowl of battle rap. Now, does it feel like that this much, man? This year, Hmm, it's a little different. It's a little different feeling, but that's not due to URL. They've been trying. All respect to URL, especially these matchups. Good matchups, great matchups. But just battle rap ain't in the same place it once was when they had Summer Madness 1, Summer Madness 2, and so forth. But nonetheless, man, we are here. Now, before we get into the card, I also want to just say, like, I don't know how I feel about it being in London as a battle rap fan. I would have loved to see this in New York City. Of course, I think everybody would like to see it somewhat in like a big city that we can all kind of fly to, because if it's the Super Bowl of battle rap, you want to go there. You want to spend a weekend there. You want it to treat it like a vacation, like the end of summertime, before we all have to really go back to school. People going back to school, people going back to work. The sports season started and everything starting. But it's really still like before it gets cold, this is the perfect time for Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? Like the last day of summer, for real, for real. But nonetheless, we're here. It's London. I ain't gonna lie to y'all either. I don't know what time this shit at. Do not know what time this is at. I don't know the London time landscape. I don't know if this is gonna be 6 hours behind, 3 hours before. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've been in school. Had to worry about all that. Don't know. Never been out the country. Couldn't tell you. Nonetheless, we here though. We here though, and I think it's gonna play. I think it's gonna play a role. URL has done an event in London. It was a dope crowd, very dope crowd. Reminds me of Houston and Atlanta when they first did those venues. When the crowd's just happy for them to be there, just to see some celebrities or battle rap celebrities, some big names. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if it's gonna be the same because they already had it there, so they might be a little bit more critical. It might be a little bit more serious instead of just cheering for everything. And the economy's different everywhere than once was years ago when they threw the event in London. So we'll see if it's still a lot of people. I think it will be. I haven't seen too much crazy promotion for the card. I saw the Low Deluxe and New Jersey Twerk face off. Dope. Shout out to Twerk. He's a superstar. He's becoming a superstar. Lux already been a superstar, a hip hop legend. Forget battle rap. He's a hip hop legend. And I think that's gonna be. We're gonna get into it. But that's the main event. New Jersey Twerk, Low Deluxe. I ain't gonna lie though. Before we get into the same shit, I'm still not off of the fact that it's not in New York City. The main event is a Harlem rap legend, Low Deluxe, versus New Jersey Twerk from New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, side by side states, and we throwing it in a different country. I get it. It's expensive to throw events in New York City nowadays. The economy's crazy. For the past couple of events, URLs be throwing them in Florida, not even Miami. They be throwing them in like Orlando or something like that, in like a random building. I get it. You got to do the money thing. It's not my company, so I can't tell you the in and outs of it. So I get it to some degree, but man, the fact that it's in London is tough for Summer Madness. But we here though. No excuses. We here. Let's get straight into it. I'm gonna start with the card. The full card hasn't been out, but it's Sunday, so I assume the card is set. And y'all let me know if I'm missing a battle, but I got 5 battles on the card so far. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll tweet my predictions and get them right next time. I don't know. But I got 5 battles for this one. And I'm gonna start with the latest one that was announced. We got Eunice versus Arsenal the Rebel. Arsenal the Rebel coming off a great battle with Jazz the Rapper, and that comes off, and that's another thing. He just battled on Bulletproof and Takeover Battle League, and now a week after, I guess he's supposed to be battling Eunice. It might have been booked beforehand. Of course, it was booked beforehand, but still, man, like you kind of want to see these battlers on over here for this URL. But Now I'm just getting into like a lot of fan stuff, of my own fan disgruntles. But nonetheless, Ars the Rebel versus Eunice. Ars a legend. He's coming off a win against Jazz where he rapped his ass off, bugging, wilding, big jersey. Looked like the Hall of Famer that we known for him to be when he was battling Conceited, when he was battling in slaughterhouse tournaments, and he was doing his thing. Like that's the arts that we know. It wasn't crazy disrespectful. It was just straight rapping nonstop, going at you. Gangster raps, fire raps, some angle raps, some punches thrown in there, some wordplay thrown in there, a little bit of disrespectful, but not too crazy to the point where it overshadows the rapping ability. That was Ars to his best ability, bro. In this battle, I want to see him do that same thing. Y'all gotta remember, he battled New Jersey Twerk, if I'm not mistaken, in London, bro. And he smoked Twerk. And this is when Twerk was a star, coming up as a star. Jersey versus Jersey, once again in London. Why? Don't know. But and Ars did his thing. When you doubt him the most, that's when he pull up. And we doubted him versus Jazz. I know I did. Now this battle a little different because now he ain't the underdog no more. He not. He supposed to smoke Eunice. Eunice fire. Last time we saw him on URL, if I'm not mistaken, like it was Gnome against Chess in New York City, and he did very well. Some people think he won 2-1. The crowd was chanting 3-0. Now I don't have it that way. I think it was debatable. I kind of edged the Chess a little bit, to be honest with you, but Eunice did what he was supposed to do. He was trending on Twitter. He's a young star in the making. He's the future of battle rap. So we hope. So we think. You know what I mean? He still be doing them, other battles here and there while also having big battles. That just goes into the battle rap culture, which as a fan I don't like, but nonetheless, that is what it is. Eunice versus Ars. I think this battle is cool. It's cool. I think it's a great look for Eunice, of course. Arsenal's a Hall of Famer, and it's on Summer Madness. I think Eunice deserved a look on Summer Madness to be like the top to open up. I don't know if Ars is the person to do that because Ars is really a Hall of Famer. Like you put Ars against the right person, he's main eventing. He battled Mook, he battled Lux, he battled anybody you could really think of. He battled him. He's giving him a look. He's giving Eunice a look, and I appreciate that. I commend him for it. Art's always been giving out looks, been giving out opportunities for young rappers, even UW days. People don't know that. He been giving out talent like to the culture. T-Top. You know what I mean? All them battle rappers that you don't really think of. But shout out to Ars. I think Ars is gonna win this. Simple as that. And this is a big stage battle. I hope so. I think so. I don't know if I don't see it being a small room by any means. It's Summer Madness. You don't do Summer Madness in those small rooms. This is a big room battle. Ours been here before, and this ain't no chess. I get it. It was chess in New York, chess from Bronx, and it was in New York City. Eunice ain't from New York, so I get it. But nah, ours supposed to mop the floor with Eunice. 3-0 could be a gentleman's 30 where Eunice might take a round. You might give Eunice a round just because you like he fought back one of these rounds, but you really could just give it to Rs 3-0. That's what I got. Let me know what y'all think about that battle. I got Rs 3-0. Next, we got Fawns versus Tay Rock. Rock. Shout out to the Fawns, the landlord. He's dope. He's a puncher. But man, Tay Rock is consistent, bro. I know he battles so often. Cody runs all that, and he's still going at it. He's still that guy. I just don't like Fawns could take it though. He's got to punch his chance. If he gets hot as a puncher early in the battle, it could be tough for Tay Rock. But Tay Rock's been through it all. Like Tay Rock's been through it all. Mostly everyone else on this card can have a problem with Fawns if Fawns start hitting early and he just keep punching it because we seen him. He handled himself versus John. Shotgun. Fawns is nice, bro. He's nice. He's been on this stage before. I don't know if he's been on some Madness stage. Y'all gonna have to refresh my mind on that. But he's been on these stages against names. Now, it's Tay Rock. It's a little different. Shout out to Jerry West, my guy. Shout out to Jerry West, my guy who beat DNA on the big stage, known, bro. Had momentum, smoke foots, smoking shit. And I still think he beat Tay Rock. But when he battled Tay Rock, it's just a different vibe now. Now the crowd, now everyone knows Rock, and now you got to fight against the crowd, and now they they reacted for everything Rock say. And now it's a harder battle. I still think Jerry won that battle, but just the energy changed. And I think a lot of people think Jerry won that battle. And he did to me. But because the energy changes, it's something about them god tier, high tier battle rappers. And Tay Rock definitely one of them that just changes the mode. I think Fawn's gonna have an uphill battle. I think the most he can do is make it debatable. I think the most he can do. He don't really got the superstar power to beat Tay Rock on these type of stages. You gotta have the superstar power. He don't got that type of factor, like the Sue Surf factor, the Geechee Gotti factor. He don't got that. I don't think he'll ever get that. That don't mean he's not great. That don't mean he can't be top tier if he's not top tier now. But it's not happening. So I got Rock with a 2-1. Clear 2-1 though. I don't see Fonz getting smoked. Fonz gonna fight back. He gonna have a round where he punching his ass off. He rapping his ass off. Punchlines and rapping his ass off. But Tay Rock is just gonna keep going. AMG mode, haymakers, or he might just be in cruise control and win. Just being honest. Shout out Trader Joe's. Next we got T Top versus A Ward. A Ward's first battle on URL. His first battle on the URL stage in his Summer Madness 15. Shout out to A Ward. If you don't know A Ward, you don't know battle rap. He's a star. He's been a star. Without URL's backing. It's been everywhere besides URL. Christian rapper, can freestyle, can have wordplay, have haymakers, energy, vocal projection. He's battled the toughest of guys, the gang members, the women, the 2-on-2s, every compliment battles, everything. And he's rose to the occasion so many times, bro. But he's battling T Top. T Top is a Hall of Famer, bro. Sneaky Hall of Famer. Sneaky Hall of Famer. He battled Sue Surf. He did the 2-on-2s with Mook and all them, like against Mook and Cal, and him and Briz as a 2-on-2. He's been in the game for like a decade now, on the big stages, moments, self checkout, big moments, stages. He's great with angles. He might be one of the best people with angles of all time. He went from storytelling when he first got here, and we loved his stories, his drug stories, crazy drug stories. And then he just kept evolving his style and his rapping to more than just that throughout all the trials and tribulations. Like when he battled Ars, and his rebuttal game was the craziest part of that battle. It was wild. He's been through it all. I like this battle a lot. I think this is the perfect battle for A Ward to have, because A Ward, they're gonna love A Ward. They know A Ward. A Ward's too nice. He can freestyle, so he's not getting booed. He's not getting smoked. T Top not getting smoked. This is a perfect battle. It's a perfect matchup. Whoever set this matchup, kudos to you, because this is a classic. This is a classic. I don't see this not being a classic battle. I can't, to name a winner is just like, it's gonna be 2-1 either way. Both of these guys are too talented in what they do. Too talented, A Ward's gonna have the shock factor, his first round being his first battle on URL, him looking Smack in the face and having a bar for Smack. That's gonna get the crowd going crazy. If he gets into tough spots with T-Top wilding on him, A Ward's gonna have a freestyle. He's gonna have a rebuttal game. My rebuttal game crazy. And T-Top, he know how much fans love A Ward. You know how dangerous he is. So you best believe he gonna wild out. And he's a Christian battle rapper. A Ward is. So T-Top already got an angle for that. Come on, bro. Hey, war battle, the Geechee Gottis, the Rum Nitties, the everybody, bro. He is one of them. He's one of them. I got a 2-1 either way. It's a classic. I got it as a classic. I'm gonna just write that right now. Classic. Instant classic. Now, I like this battle a lot too. But for different reasons. Because if you're gonna throw a battle in London, let's have a battler who can resonate with the people. Don't just have a bunch of American battle rappers up in there to a different country. Because and that's no problem if it Geechee Gotti versus Shotty Horror. Shotty Horror just coming off a battle with K Shine and his return. So Shotty Horror is kind of lit right now. Shotty Horror has been in the game for a lot of years. We know who Shotty Horror is. Now, his accent, his British accent or London accent, whatever you want to call it, it gets in the way sometimes for me as far as like understanding every word or every bar he says. It's tough. But he's in the perfect place where they're going to understand it. So Geechee got an uphill battle a little bit, even though he's a star. You know, he's a battle rap legend. He might be Mount Rushmore. You can argue it. So you know, it ain't nothing new for Geechee. But if anyone can handle it, it's Geechee. Being the only one, they gonna go crazy for Shotty Horror. They gonna understand everything he say. Some bars Geechee gonna stand there like, what he say? What he say? Huh? I don't even understand that. And Shotty gonna go crazy. There's gonna be a weird battle with a lot of weird mixed reviews, because a lot of people back home, back in America, are gonna be like, I don't really understand everything he said. Like, I don't really understand every bar, like what that meant, or like what, like I don't get it. Maybe I gotta replay it back and all that. But I like it. I like it. If you're gonna have some about in London, throw a hometown hero in there. This is gonna be hard. Like the crowd, I think the crowd's gonna easily give it to Shotty 2-1. They gonna root for him and all that. As far as like bar wise and writing wise, who I think will win in performance, like all around. It's gonna be hard to judge that just because I don't really always know what Shotty Horror say all the time. I know he's nice. You know, I see him versus ours. He's been in the game for over a decade, bro. So it's just I don't know. This is the only battle I don't even want to call. If I had to call, I'm gonna say Shotty Horror. I'm gonna give it to the hometown hero to win. He got the advantage. He's the only one there with that clear of an advantage. A War might be number 2. Now, main event. I am excited for this one. We got New Jersey Twerk against Loaded Lux. 3 rounds. I'm gonna start with this. New Jersey Twerk battled Murder Mook. He battled everybody. He battled everywhere. He's gonna battle Easy in November. Don't care about that. We talk about this right now. Twerk he's taking things serious. He take his career serious and he's kind of lifted off. You know, he dropped the ball. You know, we know about him dropping the ball, choking, unprepared, Sue Surf and tournaments and all that. But we know he's not gonna do that with this. Oh no, come on. That's not happening right here. That can't happen. Therefore, I expect 100% Twerk. And Low Deluxe, I expect 100% Low Deluxe. He battled Rum Nitty, which I think was a classic battle. I had Lux winning 2-1. And I'm not mad if you gave Rum Nitty the battle 2-1. Now, do I think Twerk's pen is better than Lux? No. Do I think it's more digestible to the fans? Yes. Do I think Twerk's pen is close to Lux's? If he really tries, yes. 100%. He is gifted, bro. And I think sometimes how gifted he is can kind of be his detriment in these type of battles. I thought Murder Mook beat Twerk. What we saw with Twerk against Murder Mook, we saw him first round was crazy. By the time they find your Uncle Murder, been wrapped up, oh yeah. And then he did the St. Mary's and talked about his life and all that. Like once he's so talented that he kind of has to he can switch gears a lot of times, but because he switched gears, sometimes some other things take a step back. He don't do the strapped in, you don't do the jumping around sometimes. He don't have the same energy when he wants to talk the real talk and he wants to talk his story. And sometimes it might take away. So it kind of depends on his game plan. Like New Jersey Twerk has to have a game plan. Obviously, he's not. I don't think he's gonna walk in here with just some crazy angles or some crazy personals. And I think he can, if he tries to come in here and out rap Lux, he might be effective, but it's rough. That's why I like this battle so much, because if he comes in and try to out rap Lux and he's gonna be impressive doing it, he's gonna get crazy reactions, some crazy wordplay, some things you got to be like a triple entendre, double entendre, some things you're gonna be like, wow, how did he come up with that? Some schemes you're gonna be like, how did he come up with that? Some multis you're gonna be like, how did he come up with that? But in the same breath, what makes him twerk, what made him get to this point was him being so electrifying, especially on that big stage. Electrifying, bro. Moments, screaming, yelling, spinning, jumping in the crowd, jumping over Shotgun Suge. Like, but if he started trying to out rap Lux, and then it takes away a little bit of the performance side of him, of the electrifying side of him. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he's so gifted that some depending on what movie he takes, something usually takes a step back with him. With Loaded Lux, his performance is different. He has a good performance. It's just different. He ain't jumping around. He too old for that. He ain't jumping around. But he moving. He working the crowd. He working the stage. You know what I mean? He talking to his opponent's soul. He turning his smack. He turning to the crowd. He's stopping. He's stopping. He's starting. He's stopping. He got different inflections in his voice. He performing different, but he performing. And I think with this battle, I want to see him when he battled Rum Nitty. In a lot of his battles, he's always so over the top, over the head, and like, even like the little bars be having shit when you got to replay. He's always saying some shit, some dope shit. But I would like to see him get to the point a little bit quicker in this battle, just because Twerk a little bit too electrifying. Like he can. You got to keep up. And I know the crowd's gonna wait for Lux. That's no question. They're gonna wait for him. But with it's in London. That's what's messing me up so much. If it was in New York, I'd be like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. But now it's like it's in London, so we don't know what the crowd gonna really react to. Are they gonna react to the over the head intricate bars that Lux can say, or even Twerk can say? Or if Twerk come in here screaming, strapped in, doing the moonwalk, spinning, bow bow sounds, all of that. Like I think the crowd's gonna go crazy for that. So it's just interesting. I like this battle because I don't know which way it's gonna go. I know Lux gonna rap his ass off, and when it comes to Twerk, I think he's gonna try to hit every category. He's gonna try to hit some real talk. He's gonna try to hit his own life story with some bars mixed in. He's gonna hit some punchlines. He's gonna try to be a little innovative. Do some performance type bars. He's gonna try to do it all, and maybe it might hurt him a little bit, but he's gonna have moments. So, I, if I had to give a prediction for this battle, I'm not even gonna say classic. I think it's just gonna be like a lot of like the Murder Mook and Hitman battle last week. I think it's gonna be like, I think that was a classic in its own right, but not classic in terms of like, man, there's 2-1 either way. I think this level of rapping is it's really gonna depend on like what you prefer. And I got Loaded Lux. I got Loaded Lux. Some of it's a little bit. I know it's gonna be a little bit of gas. I know some of it's kind of towards Twerk's favor, but I think Lux. He gets to the point a little quicker. He dumbs down a little bit, but still remains Lux in a way. I think he walks away with it. That's what it is, man. Summer Madness 15 Sunday. Don't ask me what time it is. I don't know. And I like the card. I hope this card can restore the feeling of battle rap because we need it. But we'll see, man. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for listening. Share, like, subscribe. 100%. I'm gonna be on here giving a review of everything that happened. I appreciate everything y'all do. Please go on to the blog, the vlog, the TikToks, everything. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. I'll see y'all on the weekend. Keep looking for updates. I appreciate y'all. My name's Kevin, Sir South, Brown Bostonian, whatever you want to call me. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Peace.